Imagine, Mary's in the doctor's office crying because she made a decision that's coming back to haunt her. The doctor told her that she was pregnant. Why? Because she decided to feed her child instead of investing in one of the most important scientific advancements of the 20th century, as said by The Economist. Why? Because she wasn't able to afford birth control. Birth control should be something that's free and accessible to all women. Currently in the United States, half of all pregnancies are unintended. The majority of pregnancies for Black and Latinas are unplanned, and the United States has one of the highest rates of unplanned pregnancies in the developed world. Birth control costs about $15 to $50 a month, which averages to about $180 to $600 a year. If you're a person of color and you're already making around, a person of color who's also a woman, you're making around 60-something cents to every dollar that a white man is making. So that, on top of the pressure of paying for birth control, you may not be able to make that investment. Affordable birth control also isn't just about your wallet, it's about women's health. Sarah was diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome, which is an imbalance of female sex hormones in the body as a teenager. As a result, she was prescribed to go on the pill. So she was taking it for a few years, but then she couldn't afford it. As a result, she developed cancer when she went to the gynecologist. She had to go through surgery, and then she went back on the pill. She was able to go to Planned Parenthood and get free birth control, so she wouldn't develop cancer again. Since the invention of the pill, pregnancy-related deaths decreased by about 50%, and the number of college women increased by 5 times, and the women in the workforce increased threefold. Studies show that voters also support free birth control. Almost 3/4 of American voters think insurance should fully cover the cost of birth control. In addition, even communities that you think may not support it, the majority of Republican and Catholic female voters, they also believe that birth control should be free as well. The vast majority of women, aged 18 to 34, think that birth control will be free. And even currently, there's about 90% of all insurance companies do cover birth control, but oftentimes not everyone has access to insurance, or the insurance does not cover it enough. Once I was on a plan that my birth control was like $45 a month, even with insurance, and I was like, I'm not paying that. I just couldn't afford it. On average, a woman spends about 30 years of her life trying to avoid to be pregnant. So that's about 30 years about paying for birth control. So you do the math. That is something that is not accessible or possible for a lot of women to do. I was fortunate enough to get free birth control from Planned Parenthood. So I got an IUD, so I'm not having any babies for 5 years. I'm really happy. I'm not going to worry about it until I'm about 29. So I don't have to worry about my access to education, and I don't have to worry about my career being derailed. I don't have to worry about when my body might be going through pregnancy stuff. You know, I'm clearly not ready to have a child. So I am happy that I have been able to take advantage of that possibility. But not everyone has that ability. So under the Obama health care, they're thinking about making all preventative care free for all individuals, and part of it might be including birth control. So you can do your part to try and get everyone to have women choose when their bodies are going to take a big step to, grow a baby. If you go to birthcontrolmatters.com, you can sign a petition to let lawmakers know that you support women making the choices about their own bodies. Did I go under?
You have 4.
That was 4 minutes.
Why? You ruined your speech. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm feeling really off.
You did good.